My name is Sunny and I want to welcome you back to my channel. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. Um, I'm going to show you how to do a full face with only a few products. Now, I'm going to have a don't count list because you need them, so you can't count them. On the don't count list is going to be primer, powder, foundation, and your setting spray. Because you need those, so you can't count them. But I'm going to be using multiple products for different things. So like, we'll get there. So I got all of my stuff ready that I'm going to do a look. I'm going to do a fall look, and I'm going to show you what I do. So first I'm going to start by priming my face. Like always, I use two different primers. I use a pore filling primer to get into these pores around my nose, along my T-zone, just not my chin. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with my pore filling primer, and just put that on there. Now remember, this is on your do not count list, so these few first products that I'm using don't count. Because if you start counting everything that you use, even like stuff that you have to use, the list is going to get huge. So we don't count these products. I'm going to go in with my Jelly Pop from e.l.f., my sticky primer. I like this primer just because it keeps all your makeup intact. Like, it does not move. Just put all of that on. Go right over top the primer that you just used. It's perfectly fine because you've already worked that into the skin anyways. It's really not going to go anywhere. Let that dry just for a couple seconds. I'm going to, while I'm waiting for it to get tacky, because that's what you want. You want that bounce back. So while it's getting tacky, I'm going to go ahead and shake my foundation. This is the one I've been using. I completely love this foundation. It is so lightweight on the skin. It doesn't feel like you're wearing anything, but it is a full coverage. So, and that's what I like, because I have a lot of acne scarring, and where I wear my glasses, it's a different color. So yeah, got to get that changed. As you can see in the background, you can see my stove. I just got done cooking all my stuff for chili. This is a perfect day for chili. So got that going. So got my foundation all shaken up. Just gonna put that on the back of my hand. I do put my foundation on with my finger first, put it all over my skin. Then I use a beauty blender. You can definitely use a brush. I don't like putting my foundation on with a brush. It's just my personal you know what? The scarf's got to go. Can't move. Alright, so now that we've lost the scarf, now I can actually move again. So like I was saying, I don't like putting my foundation on with a brush. I feel like it leaves me very splotchy, and I don't like that. So I've got that where I want it, and I'm just going to start buffing it out. If you see me look down, I am looking into a mirror. It is kind of hard to do some stuff on camera. So just bounce that into the skin, give yourself a little concussion while you're doing it. It's completely fine. Just working that around, beating that into the skin. Another thing I love about this foundation, it smells like oranges, and I love that. I like scented makeup, as long as it's not like a funky smell. I can't be doing funky smells. I don't know if you ever had like your grandma wore makeup and how her lipstick used to smell, like that just weird chemically smell. kind of smelled like medicine too. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but I hated that smell. God, it smelled awful. So just working this into my skin on this big old forehead of mine. Working it into the hairline. Don't forget to work into your hairline and onto your ears. You don't want any harsh lines. So just work up. You can always brush that out. And you want to make sure just everything is blended, everything's soaked into your skin. But just look how pretty. And it sounds like a little conceited, but this foundation makes me feel so pretty, so flawless, and just glowy. I don't think I've ever had a foundation do that before. I love that. Okay, so the foundation is on. Then I'm going to go in with my concealer. It's another one of those things that it just doesn't count. If you don't use concealer, it definitely doesn't count because then you don't have to do it. But I put my concealer right here. Is the darkest part that I have, and then right there on the outside of my eyes, because you want to lighten and lift. And I've got bags. I'm gonna go in with my tiny little beauty blender and just work that up and under just a little bit. You don't want to go down too far because you are going to come down and over with this part. So just work it in. I do put mine on my lid as well, just because I don't feel like priming them, and it's just another way that you can prime them, and it doesn't hurt anything. It actually gives you a really smooth surface to work with. It lightens that area up because you use a lighter concealer under your eyes. At least I do. You don't have to use as light of a concealer. I'm dramatic and I like it to be very bright, like I'm awake because I don't sleep. And you can lighten other places too. You can lighten your T-zone, go down and your chin. I have a big forehead, so I do not do that. I want to hide this big forehead I've got. Then I'm going to go in and lightly dust my skin with some powder. I am not baking, even though it does kind of look like it, but you take a very, very little, just dab it on there because you don't want it to move. And I am very oily, so I have to set my makeup or it's just gonna move all over my face and eventually just melt off. So I am setting my under eye. I'm not baking it. There is a difference. And don't get me wrong, there are times where you can bake. Baking your face looks very good when you have the right lighting. But if you do not have the right lighting, it can make you look very cakey. And nobody wants to be cakey. You also do not have to do it with a beauty blender. You can do it with a brush. But again, I do not like brushes. I do them on my eyes and I do my blush with them. So that part is done. Your face is set. I think it looks pretty good. What do you guys think? So there's that. Now, so I'm going to bronze my face, kind of contour with it at the same time. I don't want like a huge dramatic look today, so I'm not, ooh, that was a lot. I got a new, my BoxyCharm. I got this palette. It's got all these pretty colors in it. We're gonna be using a lot of those today. We're gonna keep that as your one product. So just going to sculpt and bronze just like this. Take it up just in right here, but I'm also using it as a bronzer. So I am going to work it up just a little bit. I'm going to contour for it, and then I'll just work it up just a little bit and out. And again, like this. And just work it up a little bit. You can definitely use a more, I didn't know it was this dark. It's the first time I'm using this. I do like to stick more to the cooler tones when I am contouring. That's what you're supposed to do. And then when you bronze, you're supposed to use more of your warmer tones. I was not aware that it was going to be this pigmented. Blah. So I probably should have gone with something that I usually use instead of trying something new to demonstrate. That's my bad. But I did just put a little bit on my nose, work it up on my cheekbones just a little bit, my temples, and then frame my face because I want my forehead to look smaller. So there is that. You can take this shade right here. It has a little bit of a shimmer in it. It's called Ego. Just put that a little bit on your brush and work that if you want that deeper bronze. And that goes right above what you just did. And it does have a little bit of a shimmer in it, so it will also catch light. It's gonna be really pretty. And then we're just gonna work it in, buff it out just a little bit. This is a little bit darker than what I usually go for. So I will probably go back in with my setting powder and just kind of dull that back down just a tad bit. But we're also going to do our eyes with this palette as well. See what I mean about the multitasking with everything? So just go in with your same brush. We're going to do the blush. I always do blush. You can totally put that on your do not count list if you want to. I love blush. Blush is one of my favorite parts of getting ready. I don't know why, but I've loved blush. I don't know if I like this light or not. I can't decide how I want to do it. It makes me look really, really white or really, really freaking orange, and I don't like it. I can't get it right. But anyways, I did use this color with a little bit of a touch of this one. This one does have a shimmer in it as well, so it's going to catch the light again. So that's what you want. You want it to catch the light. You want it to look very natural. It's just a tad bit darker than what I usually do. I don't know if it's dark or not. I can't tell if it's just a freaking light. So let's just go over that with a little bit of powder, like this. The look on the eyes that I'm going to show you is called a halo eye. It looks a whole heck of a lot harder than it actually is. That's what I like about it. And you know what? All you need are two colors. We're going to use this brown right here, and then we're going to use this lighter shade right here. And I'm going to show you exactly what I'm going to do. So I've got this lovely little brush. It's a double-ended brush. Comes in handy. Handy. So we're just going to go in with this darker shade, and we're going to work on the outside of our eye like this, and just work that in circular motions like this. You can definitely take this out farther if you want to. Completely up to you. Do work it into your crease just a little bit. And blend it just like this. And then you're going to take the same shade and put it in the corner of your eye and work in. This look is so easy, but it looks so hard. So it really makes you look like you know what you're doing, even if you don't. So there is that. I'm going to take that same dark shade, put it on my little brush, my little like packer brush, I guess. Well, it's not really a packer brush because it's not flat. We'll just call it a little fluffy brush. There we go. I'm gonna put it right there underneath my lower lash line just to give it a little bit more dimension. Kind of smoke that look out just a little bit. Putting it underneath. And then let's do the other eye. So we're going to plop it in the middle, or not in the middle, on the corner, I'm sorry. On the corner, and then you just buff that in like this. Put some in your crease. You can go up as much as you want to. You don't have to go up that much. You can go out as much. You can totally make this as dramatic as you want. That's the best thing about this look. Like I said, it's a super easy look that looks super complex. But it's not. I'm gonna go in on my lower lash line. Like this. And then we're going to take that highlighter. You can use a brush. You can use a flat packer brush. Totally do that. I just use my finger. And you got to make sure it's a lighter shade. And then you just run it down the middle. And then kind of mix it in just a little bit. Like this. Run it down the middle. Run it out. Blend it a little bit, not too much. You don't want it to be all the way over here. You want that light to catch it. So just go back in with your fluffy brush. I didn't put any more product on it. I'm just going to buff it in so it's all just connected. Just a seamless connection. Just like that. I did put a little bit more on it that time. And you're just making sure everything comes together. Just come together like this. And there is your halo eye. Super easy. Use the same bronzer and highlight that you're going to use on your face. Just to prove, I will use this highlighter on my face. Boom. Just buff that right into the skin like this. That's a really pretty highlighter. Just everywhere that you want the light to catch it. All right, and then just finish your look out. I will do liner, and I will show you how I do my liner, just because I can't do a wing look on my own at all. I have to use a bobby pin. I've tried and I've tried and I've tried to do a winged look on my own, but I can't. So I still use my bobby pin. And all I do is I put my liquid eyeliner on this end, hold my mirror up a little bit, and I line it up with the lash line. Just plop it down and look at, you've got yourself the outline that you want. And then you just flip it over and do the other side. And then you can literally make them as big and dramatic or as small and dainty and, as you want. I usually do mine pretty big. So, yeah, just, look at the mirror, kind of relax your eyes. This one over here is usually bigger because for some reason I've got more of a hood on this side. But yeah, then you just take your eyeliner. You don't want too much, you want it to be pretty sharp. So not a lot of product. And you just bring that bad boy up like this. And then down like this. You definitely do not have to do a winged liner look. It is not necessary with this look. The look on its own is just, it's gorgeous by itself with like a pair of falsies. I just happen to really like doing wing liner. I don't think that on me the look is complete without it. But you could be totally different. And plus, you don't have to add this step if you don't want to. Just take it up. And then in. And then you have your look. And then of course just follow your lash line. I do take mine to the corner. That's just how I like to do it. You don't have to. Of course. But that's just what I like to do. See, this one is always a lot bigger. But when I close my eyes, they're not. And then I will just fill them in. Then go in with your mascara. Fill those bad boys in. I will do my brows to finish this look. I'm probably not going to do them on camera just because I'm already at 20 minutes and I don't want you to have to sit here forever. But then just finish it off with some gloss. I'm really loving this gloss. It is, in my opinion, a dupe to the Fenty gloss. Fraction of the price. And then set your face. And then you're done. So let me finish my eyeliner real quick, and I will set my face and let you see the end product. I'm not going to add lashes. Mainly because it takes me so long. So there's that one. Easy peasy. And then you just dip it back in there. You fill this one in. And you don't always get them the same. See, look, I just messed up. You don't always get them the same, unfortunately. And that's okay. Because you can always go in and clean this up with concealer. Or a makeup wipe. Just kind of, you know, wipe up and then go from there. But I'm not leaving the house today, so it's okay. I'll just show you this side because this side looks phenomenal. This side is my stupid eye. And then just finish the look with your mascara of choice. And I did a boo-boo. See what I did there? Don't touch it. If you do that, don't touch it. Let it dry. I know, it's awful. And you want to wipe it away right now, but don't touch it. Just let it dry. Then take like one of these things that's for your eyebrows, a spoolie, or a Q-tip. And just wipe it right off, because once it's dry, it will just flake off and it will not mess up any of your makeup. All right. My look is done. Except for my little boo-boos, of course, that I'm going to fix. But other than that, what do you think? Only a look with, what? One, you know what, let's count everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 products? Can't beat that. This is a full face of makeup. 7. I didn't count my eyebrows. I will definitely do my eyebrows. So we're going to go ahead and count that one. So 7. So 7 products to do a full face, and it's pretty glam, and it's really pretty for fall. And that's all, that you're done. What do you think? Tell me in the comments. Do you want to see more of these? I can definitely do more. Would you like to see a full face? Look, I'm going to stop showing this side because that wing turned out so bad. Just remember, they're sisters, not twins. But yeah, let me know in the comments. Do you want to see more? Do you want to see less? What do you want to see more of? And I will definitely try to do my best and give you what you want. All right, well, have a good day, my lovelies, and I'll see you next time.